Ula bafethu mkimardon lanse pa ke bafethu local soccer 101 bafethu. The channel is there for the local soccer stars right here in the Northern Cape bafethu. And today I want us to talk about Banyana bafethu. They are taking part in the WAFCON. The WAFCON tournament is currently now going into the quarterfinals. But I want us to break down the 3 games Banyana played. Oh, take it from me, bafethu. This is not the Banyana team I used to watch. This is not the Banyana team I used to watch. And I'll tell you why. First and foremost, I think Coach Desiree must step back. She has done everything that she could. But the results, the progress of the team tells everyone, even herself, that she has done what she could for this team. And now it's time to step off. Her decision making, or maybe her team's decision making, the strategy that she's using is not working. Guys, with a team with so many skillful players like Banyana, I'm talking about Hilda, I'm talking about Sesani, I'm talking about Mutalo, I'm talking about Jahane in the midfield, I'm talking about Khatlana. Guys, those names I mentioned right now, I'm talking about the Salgados. Those names I'm mentioning right now, top players. But as I said, Coach Desiree must be proud of herself, and she must bow down and bow out. She must bow down and bow out. No one will blame her. No one should blame her. She has done everything for this team and for these girls. The second thing, if she wants this team to progress, then bowing out will help these girls in the future. Then the other thing is that I don't really agree with what she's doing in terms of the goalkeepers. Now, I never agreed with Swartz behind the sticks, and there was reasons behind it. But now that I've seen what Swartz is actually doing, I don't want to say, okay, but I was right, okay, but I was wrong. No. I still see Swartz as a liability to the team, rather than someone helping the team when we really need the help of the goalkeeper. Why do I say that? Dlamini, far a better goalkeeper. The only thing about Dlamini is that offensive, she can't really read the game. You understand? She can't read the game to help us offensively. You understand? Remember, we have players like Khatlana that have speed, pace, and we had Ludovic that also has a pace behind her. So we need those skillful players to get the ball quick as possible so that they can provide and push the ball forward so that those girls can score up front there. You understand? So now if the ball doesn't get there in time, we won't have creativity up front there. You understand? So now this is the problem we're sitting with. If she brings in Swartz help us there in front. with getting the ball up front, with getting Khatlana moving. We saw that with the Burkina Faso game. Swartz getting the ball out there as quick as possible. Now she's helping us there. Understand? But defensive, she cost 2 goals all by herself. All by herself. The game we played draw 2-2. She cost 2 goals all by herself. She has that thing of going off the line unnecessarily, going off the line, predicting something might happen. But yes, we know those two center backs, those two ladies, they are very, very, very shaky at the back. And we saw that also against Burkina Faso. They almost created the same goals, the same mistakes they did against the game we played 2-2. Understand? Not man marking, not keeping track of the player that they are supposed to man mark. You understand? They make those mistakes. You understand? So I think Coach Desiree saw that okay, this defensive line of mine is a bit shaky. Let me bring in a reckless player, a reckless goalkeeper, like Swartz that can come in and run off the line whenever she wants, whenever she sees the ball, and she might stop the balls. And yes, it worked. It worked against Burkina Faso. It worked. You understand? And I think Swartz helped us there in terms of those recklessness of hers, and because of the defensive that's so shaky, she helped us there. But for a Dlamini, for a Dlamini, she's a very outstanding goalkeeper. She's a very outstanding goalkeeper. She doesn't make unnecessary mistakes. She actually knows what to do behind and between those things. So I don't disagree with Coach Desiree bringing in Swartz for those two games, the draw we played and the win now we had against Burkina Faso. I don't disagree with her. I actually agree. But also, if Swartz messes up, we or she must take the blame for it. You understand? She must take the blame for it. But rather than that, guys, as I said, this is not a Banyana team, I know. This is not a Banyana team, I know. They have been performing very, very poor. Lost their first game, draw their second game, and they just managed to qualify by a whisker. Now I know throughout the years they have been qualifying like this in this tournament, helped through other countries. But back then, and the players we have now, big difference. Now we have very, very, very skillful players, young players. By that time we had Nukumatlu. Now we have a Sesani. Now we have a Ludovic. Now we have those spacey players. We have a Salgados. They're in the midfield. So I don't really know what's happening. But let's hope and see what they can do in the quarters. Thank you.